Hi everyone and welcome back to the world of Mehek. My name is Mehek and I'm here with another tarot reading for you today. It's going to be a pick a card reading, specially made for my fellow sensitive souls who may have been feeling a little broken, a little bruised by whatever situations or circumstances that have come your way in life recently. So I'm going to try and get some kind of healing messages from the cards in front of you, and I hope they can bring you some comfort, some wisdom, or just the kind of words that you need to hear to keep going right now and to know that whatever you're going through will pass and you're going to come back so much stronger and so much happier at the end of it, I'm sure. So in front of you, you can see 3 piles and I want you to pick whichever one is calling to you. The first pile has this charm of a rose on it. The second one has this star charm on it, which was actually from an earring that I had that broke. And the third one is this little pendant with a heart on it that I got as a gift from a friend. So you can pick your piles according to those symbols or according to the numbers. So this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Just take a moment to close your eyes and visualize the 3 piles and then see whichever your intuition is calling you towards. You can then use the timestamps in the description box below this video to jump to the particular section where I'll be reading the cards from your pile. Of course, you can also listen to multiple groups if you feel called to, and I hope you'll get something out of this reading. If you do, please do subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up to the video, and leave me a comment if you feel called to. I would love to hear from you. With all that said, let's get right into the healing messages that the cards have for us today. Hi Group 1, if you picked this rose charm, then this is going to be a reading. And let's start with looking at the tarot cards. So you got the Star card, the 7 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So what I'm immediately getting from these cards is that you've really been wishing for some kind of healing from a sort of betrayal that you went through. Maybe you're in a situation where someone that you really loved and trusted ended up betraying you or showing you that they're not the person who you thought they were. And of course, that can be so painful, especially when this person seems to have been this wish come true of yours. The Star card represents our dreams and hopes. And so I feel like maybe you were in some kind of situation where you were hoping and dreaming and praying for some person and they appeared in your life and you thought that this is the real deal, that things are so perfect and you felt really blessed by the entire situation. But then as time passed, you came to know that this person has actually hurt you in some ways and there might have been some kind of cheating involved or some lying, deception, because that's what the 7 of Swords represents. Of course, it must have been a very shocking experience for you, and that is why you're listening to this reading, that you're feeling so heartbroken and hurt over this. And I think the cards are trying to say that the only way that you can heal from this experience is by changing the direction of your thoughts, by channeling your mental energy into something completely new that's going to fulfill you and really light up that passion within you that is divinely gifted. With the Page of Swords here, I think that you might be feeling like this entire situation you've been through kind of robbed you of your innocence, that you were so full of light and love, and how could someone treat you so badly? How could someone take advantage of your goodness in this way? But the cards are reminding you that you are always going to be full of light and love and that no one can take that away from you because that's just the essence of who you are. You're a beautiful person and all of us, regardless of what we're like, experience these like tough lessons that we need to get through just to grow and evolve into the next best version of ourselves. So, yes, it really hurt, and it may have been one of the worst experiences of your life being betrayed like this and being so heartbroken. But the cards are trying to show you that you're always full of love and light, and that you shouldn't let any kind of situation or any person change that about yourself, because that's what's going to lead you to even better things in the future. But in the moment, what you're being called to do is harness that mental energy of yours. I know it's a lot easier said than done to just stop thinking about someone or to just let it go. And it's an entire process. It can take like weeks, months, sometimes even years. But every single day, you have to make the choice that you're not going to spend any more mental energy on this person who has wronged you, and instead you're going to direct all that energy into the things that really matter. So, whether it's your work or the people around you who care about you, or like nurturing other relationships in your life, other aspects of your life, all of those things are calling for your mental energy, and that's where you should pour all your efforts into. The Page of Swords is this card of learning and curiosity and discovering new things. So I think it's a perfect time to do something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe you can learn a new skill or a sport or take up a hobby. So anything that's going to occupy your mind, give you something else to do instead of always being in your hurt and your pain and always thinking over the situation that you've been in. So take up a new hobby, do the things that you've always wanted to do, tap into your inner child and see what kind of things you wanted to do when you were younger, and dreams that have not yet been accomplished, but there's still plenty of time to accomplish. So take the steps necessary to go towards that and create a more fulfilling life for yourself. For instance, personally, I've always wanted to learn swimming and I could never do it somehow. Like, I took lessons as a child, but I could just never learn. Everyone else in my class could learn so quickly and progress to be good swimmers, but it's just a skill that I couldn't, and I was so stuck in fear over it. But recently, I decided to give that another chance because I really do want to learn swimming. So I'm planning to take classes soon, and hopefully, that's going to go well and it's going to add something to my life instead of having me sit here thinking about negative things and people that are not going to add any value to my life. So basically, the cards are saying that you have to remember that you are the star. You are the star of your own life and you're full of so much light, so much to give, and that is going to lead you to healing. For now, you need to take charge of your thoughts and pour all that mental and emotional energy into something that's going to add to your life, that's going to spark your curiosity, that's going to lead you down new roads, new adventures, because there's so much more to life. There's so many things to do, and it can be really difficult to appreciate all that when we are stuck in this place of heartbreak and hurting and feeling like this is the end of the world. How am I ever going to get out of this? Why do I feel so low? So you need to pick yourself up and you need to slowly get more curious about the world around you, follow your interests, get to know yourself, and I'm sure that's going to lead you down a beautiful new road of health and healing and love, of course. I hope that has been helpful for you. And now we'll look at some more cards to see what other messages the universe has in store for you. So you got the Venus card from the astrology cards, and you got the 8th house of sex, death, and transformation. So the 8th house represents like the darker aspects of life, and I think the presence of this card here shows that you have gone through some deep emotional turmoil and loss. But with the Venus card, the universe is reminding you that love is possible and beautiful things are always there for you. So this is temporary. Everything we go through life is temporary, and so is this emotional pain that you're experiencing, this heartbreak you're going through. But healing is possible, and as long as you take that step, a little step every single day to channel your energy in a better way, to cultivate your curiosity and interest in things that are going to add to your life, in really following the things that bring love and pleasure into your life, that's how you're going to be healing with each day that passes. So it's going to happen a little bit at a time, and you just have to keep the faith and stay strong, and of course, shine your light to the world. So, healing is this gradual process, so it happens a little bit every single day, and then before you know it, you will have gotten through this difficult time and you will be a whole new version of yourself who is going to be so much stronger and a more evolved version of yourself. Isn't that wonderful? Now let's look at your oracle card, and you got the soulmates card. I think that is so fitting for this reading because the soulmates card is reminding you that love is possible, that whoever hurt you in this way that you're going through was definitely not your soulmate, even if it initially felt like it. They were here to just help you grow, to play a small role in your journey, and then they're gonna be gone, and you are going to forget about them and heal from them. And then that's what will open you up to meet your real soulmate who's going to add love and fulfillment to your life. You should remember that certain people enter into our life in order to take us to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. Whatever you're going through right now is going to change you in ways that you can't possibly understand right now. And at the end of it, you will come across a love that's so powerful that it will never be the same for you again. So keep believing in that, keep believing in the love that you've always believed in, and know that just because things didn't work out this time doesn't mean that they're not going to work out the next time around with someone who is truly meant for you. Lastly, we'll look at your advice card from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle, and you got life's purpose, seek your own deeper vision of life. I think this is just reiterating the point that I was making with the Page of Swords card, that this is your time to focus on your own self and your own life and do the things that you always wanted to do. Think about those dreams that are still there in your heart and the things that your inner child wants to do, and pursue those. Add joy and meaningfulness to your life, because that is the only way that you can make the choice to heal every single day. I'll read you a little bit from the guidebook that goes with these cards. It says, "This oracle is encouraging you to see yourself moving from darkness toward the light. Affirm that you have the power to create and to heal the limitations within you. Love sets you free to be aware of a personal universe within you. You are guided to learn to access this deeper capacity by trusting and opening it to it. Through faith, the boundaries of the earth and its atmosphere seem to open to allow you to touch and experience a new reality." As you ponder your purpose in life, keep asking these questions of yourself. What is it that I love to do? Why am I here? What is my life purpose? The answers may not come on the first day or even in the first week, but they will eventually come to you when you seek to respond sincerely from your heart. So overall, just know that you are supported and you are going to heal. You are on this journey for a reason. It will make sense eventually, but you just got to keep going, take each day as it comes, and keep feeding the curiosity within you to pursue new things and to achieve all the dreams that you really want to. I hope this reading has helped you, and if it has, do give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment with your thoughts. I would love to read them, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Hi Group 2, if you chose this star charm, then this is your reading, and let's see what the tarot cards have to say. So you got the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. So looking at these cards, I feel like you've been feeling very burdened and like you've been on this long journey. And I feel like the entire experience has led you to this point where you've kind of given up on your healing or on actually finding love and finding fulfillment in your life. So that can be a really low place to be in. And I feel like you've reached like this point of no return, and you feel like, things are not working out for you, and so there's no point in trying anymore, and you just can't do this anymore. I feel like you may have been focusing completely on work and keeping yourself as busy as possible so that you don't need to deal with all the emotions that you're carrying around. This card shows kind of like emotional baggage that is weighing you down, and you've been on this long journey and it's getting really tiring to keep going. So that's a sign that there's so many things that you need to let go of, no matter how difficult it may seem. But in order to let go of things, you need to kind of sort through them. You need to really look at what you're carrying and then see like what's not needed anymore. What can you lay to rest and then carry forward in a lighter way, and to make space for new things to come into your life. You have to remember that everything is cyclical and we go through cycles of ups and downs, of changes. So, this might feel like the end of it all, like things like there is no hope, but there is always hope, and you're just in this phase of your life where maybe things seem dark and hopeless, but you have to take inspiration from nature. For example, this card shows the phases of the moon, and as we know, the moon is always moving from darkness to light, and that is the same with the experiences in our life. So, even though you may be feeling like you're in the darkness right now, you need to know that the light will grow out of it, and time will change, and you will change along with it. So, something better will come along, and you'll step into the light. But in order to do that and to empower yourself, you have to look at what you've been carrying, what is keeping you down, and make this conscious decision to finally let go of things, to put down the burdens that you're carrying. At the same time, you got this beautiful card of the Ten of Pentacles, which is the card of like ultimate fulfillment and of having this happy family life. So, if that's what you want for yourself, then I think the cards are saying that that's absolutely possible, and that it's just a journey of working on it. So, you are hard at work at creating this beautiful life for yourself, and it's not right to just give up because it's a bend in the road and things are not going as they should right now. Like every single thing we experience, it's a learning lesson, it's an opportunity for growth. So you need to take it into your stride and know that you have all the strength within you to keep going and to manifest this beautiful dream that you have for yourself. Sometimes when we are heartbroken and sad, it can feel like it's really the end of everything. But you never know, you might really be at the end of that journey of darkness, and you might be so close to stepping into a beautiful new phase. So you have to keep that hope and keep going and expect miracles to happen, because that's the only way that they will. This card shows that it takes consistent effort to create anything of value, just like an artist like pours out their soul and their effort into creating a magnum opus. In the same way, your life is your magnum opus, and in order to create the vision that you have for it, you have to keep doing the work on yourself and on your emotions and your mental capacities. So, everything that you're carrying, it's there for a reason, but you have to sort it out. You have to go on this inward journey of reflection and write down, what is it that you need to let go of? What is it that you want to make space for in your life? And when you do that, when you show up every day with this positive outlook and with this determination to change your circumstances, then the universe will surely support you in that and will give you what you really are deserving of. So, although the journey might seem really long and difficult, you have to persevere, and you have to have the faith that the happiness that you're looking for is out there, and it's just a matter of waiting for it and trusting in divine timing that it will come into your life at the perfect moment, and you're going to be so ready to receive it. And then you will see why this entire journey of heartbreak and healing was necessary, what it taught you, and maybe you would even think that you wouldn't want it any other way. Two of the cards which you got are number 10 cards, which is a number of completion. So, this is confirmation that you're at the end of this journey that you've been on. And when there's an ending, there's always the opportunity of a bright new beginning. So seize that and see what you want to do with the new beginning that's coming your way. It's okay to feel tired and exhausted, but you shouldn't back down, and you shouldn't give up on what you're looking for, because if it's there in your mind, then it's definitely out there and it will happen for you. So don't be too jaded, don't be tired, no matter what your experiences have been like. Something better is there in store for you, and you just have to be the warrior that you've been and keep working on yourself, keep pouring all your love and light and positive energy into this vision of your life that you have, and just keep going because the universe will surely reward you. Now let's look at some astrology cards to get more messages. You got Mercury, and you got the fifth house of creativity and leisure. So Mercury is the planet of communication, and this card is talking about creativity and leisure. So I think the universe is reminding you to focus on these two aspects. It's time that you communicate with yourself in very clear terms about what it is that you're looking for, about what you've learned so far in this journey, and use that communication also to project your desires onto the universe. So, with the Mercury card, I feel that communication is playing a really important role in your life. Maybe there are some people who you need to communicate some boundaries with just so that you can have the time and space that you need for your healing. With the fifth house, I think you need to focus on your own creativity and on leisure activities that you may have been ignoring. Like I said earlier, I think that you might have been putting in so much effort into your work and just swamping yourself with work in order to avoid thinking about the emotional aspects that you're going through. But that's not a very feasible or long-lasting way of dealing with your emotions. So I think you need to take a break from all the work that you've been doing and give yourself the luxury of leisure time. Take a breather, take some time to relax and enjoy yourself, and get back in touch with what you really love. Communicate with those who are special to you, maybe spend more time with your friends and family, and that is going to play a really important role in your healing journey. Now let's look at the oracle card you got, and it is the tribe. So that reaffirms what I just said about spending time with people who are special to you, so your friends and family. It's a good time to connect with whoever you consider to be your tribe. And if you don't have such people in your life, then it's a good time to try and connect with them. Maybe you can join some new activities or some online groups in which you can connect with like-minded people. If you feel called to it, it might also be a good time to seek professional help if you're really struggling. This card is saying that a sense of community will bring you joy and healing. So really seek that out. You don't need to go through this painful time alone, and there are people out there who will be able to support you. It's also asking you to become aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat with other people. So that brings me back to the messages of this card, which is asking you to go inwards and self-reflect on what you've learned from the experience that you've been through, the experience that's left you heartbroken, and look at how you can do things differently. Maybe there are some red flags that you want to pay attention to in the future and do things differently so that you don't inadvertently end up in the same pattern of behavior again that is going to hurt you all over again. A lot of times when we are in difficult situations, we forget to look at the role that we ourselves played in bringing ourselves into that situation. So it can be a bit harsh, but it's always necessary to look at the red flags that we chose to ignore. Maybe talking to the people that you trust can also help you in this self-reflection and deciding what it is that is your non-negotiables from now on. Finally, let's look at your oracle card from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. And you got, you are unique, be yourself, everyone else is taken. That might sound like a cheesy Instagram quote, but there is so much power in it because it's reminding you to really get in touch with yourself and to gain this self-awareness about who you are, what really matters to you, what you value, because it's only when you know all that that you can protect yourself and you can invest in those people and those things that are worth investing in instead of just giving anyone a chance willy-nilly. I'll read you a bit of the message from the guidebook for these cards. It says, everything in the universe has a certain way of being that determines its uniqueness. No one is created to imitate another. The deeper we reach into the well of our own soul, the more we can draw from it. The way an artist lands the brush on the canvas is their unique expression. If we copy everything from others, we miss the point of our individuality and the oneness of our divine self. You are an original, an individual, a masterpiece. Your uniqueness comes from your imagination, your experience, and your feeling and consciousness. Experience more, imagine more, and feel more to elevate your conscious awareness. The most attractive people are those who are confident enough to be themselves. Accept that pain, anguish, and disapproval are all part of that experience. Do not allow the opinion of others to diminish your vision for the future. The more you go through challenges, the stronger you become. When you recognize your own capacities and limitations, you will be ready to make the most of every moment of your life. So I think that's a really good message that goes with the tarot card that we saw earlier, which is talking about really focusing on your own uniqueness. So you don't need to change yourself in order to be worthy of someone's love, in order to have a fulfilling relationship. The right person will love you for who you are and will actually empower you to be the best version of yourself, to be the true version of yourself, and to just express yourself as authentically as possible. So, if you've been in a situation where someone was trying to change you, or you got rejected because of the way that you expressed yourself, then you should know that that was just not meant for you, and whatever is meant for you will not pass you by. It is yours and it will be yours no matter what you do. So, just remember that and keep the faith. Just let go of the burdens that you don't need to carry any longer. You need to set yourself free, get in touch with what it is that you really want, and I'm sure you're going to create a beautiful life for yourself past this heartbreak and hurt. I hope that has been helpful to you. If yes, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like. I'm wishing you all the best and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Hi Group 3, if you picked this pendant with a heart on it, then this is going to be your reading. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. You got the Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So overall, these cards have this very happy, positive energy to them, which gives me the sense that if you're watching this reading and you're feeling heartbroken, then maybe you've been kind of avoiding your feelings or trying to run away from them, or you're just pretending to be okay when inside you really are not. I'm so sorry if that is true, and I want you to know that you're not alone on this journey and everything will be okay. So stay strong and do keep the faith. I think that you are a really strong person from within, but it's okay to not always put on a strong front. You don't need to be this person who's always there for others and always bottling up your emotions and feelings. It's actually okay to share what you're going through and to confide in others so that they can help you and support you too, just like you always do for them. This card is telling me that you're a really energetic and communicative person, and sometimes maybe you don't think so much before saying things, and this might have rubbed others the wrong way, and it basically led to the situation that is hurting you or has left you heartbroken. So it might have been the way that you expressed yourself or something that you said which led to an argument and led to a breakdown that in turn led you to these feelings of hurt and heartache that you may be going through. I think you're the kind of person who throws caution to the winds and sort of wears your heart on your sleeve, as the saying goes. So you might like jump into situations without really thinking about them, and that could have been the root cause of this heartbreak that you're experiencing. So I think the cards are trying to say that you've got to be more cautious of what you do and who you let into your life. You need to understand and appreciate that this beautiful, unique, fiery energy that you bring to relationships is so special, and that people should value it rather than use it as a way to hurt you or to bring you down. Maybe there has been some sort of competitiveness or jealousy in a relationship that led you to being so heartbroken. And the cards are trying to tell you that in a healthy relationship, those kinds of feelings are mutually worked through, are talked about openly, and that leads us to a healthier place rather than letting them simmer and lead to pain and heartbreak. So I think the cards are trying to tell you that you need to take a more grounded approach towards your relationship. Instead of just jumping into situations impulsively, take your time to think about it and take things slowly from now on. The Seven of Wands reminds you that you're kind of like this fortress of strength, and you need to embrace the courage to protect your heart and to rise above this heartache that you're going through, and to always know what your worth is and to act according to that in the future. The Page of Wands also indicates like this new opportunity that's coming your way, bearing the gift of like renewed passion and curiosity. So you can kind of find solace in this promise of new beginnings that are going to be so much better than anything that has passed. The Three of Pentacles really speaks to the power of collaboration and the transformative power that we can find when we work together with others. So it's kind of encouraging you to seek the support that you need and to really give your heart to those who understand the language of your heart rather than just wearing it on your sleeve and giving anyone the chance to get to know you and to bask in your light. This card reminds us that healing is kind of this step by step process which you have to build upon with the actions that you take every day. And as you can see, there is this imagery that sort of looks like a traffic light in this card. So I think that is reminding you that just like on the roads, there are different signals that operate and we follow the signals, right? So when it's red, you stop. And when it's orange, you kind of get ready to move. And when you get the green signal, that's when you move. So, in the same way, in your healing journey, you need to follow the signs that your heart is giving you, and sometimes you just want to stop and take a break, and sometimes you just want to stop and take a break and not have to think about anything, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about kind of being stuck in one place. Healing looks different for every person, and even if you think like, oh, it's been so many months, I should be over this by now, it's okay. You have your own timeline, and you can really follow the signals of your own heart. And when it will be time to move, when that light turns green, just rest assured that you're going to move ahead full speed towards something that is meant for you, that's going to add so much love and fulfillment to your life. Now let's look at some astrology cards to add to the reading. You got the moon, which is about instinct and protection, and you got the third house of communication. So, again, there's this message of protecting yourself from the things that hurt you. So, going forward, don't fall into the patterns that you've been repeating. Take some time to tap into your subconscious and strengthen your belief in yourself and the love that you give to others so that people cannot take advantage of it, and that you know how to protect yourself from any kind of negativity or unacceptable behavior that comes your way. With the third house of communication, I think it's reminding you to really strengthen your communication skills. Once you know what is and what is not acceptable to you, you need to be able to communicate that really firmly to others and to set your boundaries so that you can protect yourself and not end up in situations that are not so healthy for you, that are going to drain you and leave you in this heartbroken space. So, going forward, I think you really need to focus on your communication and your ability to protect yourself from people and situations that could be unhealthy and toxic to you. Now let's look at your oracle card, and you got Yang. I think that is so beautiful because this is the first card in the deck, and that indicates like this powerful new beginning, as if you are embarking on a new chapter of your life. So maybe you are stepping into this new empowered version of you who does not take any kind of shit from others and who stands up for themselves and can really communicate what is okay with them and what is not. And if people do not respect those boundaries that you set, you know that it's okay to let them go, and you are free to move on to the things that do serve you, the people who do understand you and who respect your boundaries in all the ways that they need to be respected. The Yang card indicates that in matters of the heart, there is movement towards your highest good. So go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now is the time to dance to the tune of love and take the lead. So go forth with assurance. Just trust that this difficult time that you're going through, it's for a reason, and it's going to lead you to this new beginning in which you can step into a new era of being a more empowered version of yourself that is capable of protecting themselves against any of the negative things that might come your way. Lastly, let's look at one more card from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. You got open mind, replace an existing cycle with a new and exciting one. So that relates to what we were just talking about regarding breaking the cycle and stepping into this new version of yourself who really knows how to set boundaries and communicate them and is comfortable with letting go of those who are unable to respect your boundaries. So, all the heartbreak and disappointment that you may have been through is coming to an end, and it's your opportunity to keep an open mind and an open heart to receive the kind of love that you're really worthy of. I'll read you a little bit of the message from the guidebook that comes with these cards. It says, when you change an old, comfortable belief, you might feel uneasy and afraid for a time. This can make you feel vulnerable and unsure. Know that there is great value, freedom, and kindness in learning and listening to views other than your own. By opening your mind to new ideas, you will give yourself the chance to explore a broader variety of options. This card invites you to boldly open the window of your mind to fresh insights. So I think that is trying to say that the love that you're looking for might come in a form that you're not used to. So you might need to give new kinds of people a chance. Often, what feels familiar is not healthy for us because we tend to be attracted to the patterns that we are used to, and those patterns might not necessarily be healthy ones. So, when something feels familiar, it can often be in an unhealthy way, but we realize it only when it's too late and it's hurt us. So instead, go for something that feels unfamiliar, give a new kind of person a chance, and maybe that is going to lead you to a better relationship full of healing and love and light. I'm wishing you all the best with that. I hope you liked this reading and that it brought you some comfort. If yes, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.